Avi, the ultimate Jinx, comments on how well Makoto's doing. I was gonna say this lucky boy's been doing super well. Now walks up to Makoto and says, "That's rough, buddy." If that ain't the truest event that there's ever been. Good day, good people. Toonlink, Dave, the United States aviator on this year of the horizon, and once again we're wasting no time with the fanfare, no time with this intro, because it is time for the Dangan-lympics Hunger Games. We've got basketball. We're playing basketball. And we have tons of teams here today. You guys know the gist of it. 6 people, each team, points on the line, 6 OCs. It's gonna be a fun time. So as I open my scoreboard over to the right, get my goggles on straight, I introduce to you everyone who's here today, starting off at the top. We have Band-Aid Zone, Ibuki, and Mikan, the Big Buff family, Nekamaru and Gonta, Animal, Ears, Jin, and Iris, and Lovely Image by Best Boy on the Discord. Perfect Professors has Kizakura and Mishima. Togami Corporation has Togami and Pennyworth. Fight Club has Juzo and Felix. Expert Deductions, Kyoko and Shuichi. Ultra Despair Boys, Taichi and Yuta. Literary Arts, Toko and Miss Now. And going down, the Robbed Winners, Yasuke and Kurakuma. Hajime and Makoto are part of A New Hope, the Master Mages Gundam and Lysithia. And it's boss time with Celeste and Boss. The Rats with Kokichi and So. The Murderous Mascots, Monokuma and Zero 3.0. And last but not least, 3 teams of beautiful OCs. Animation Domination, 2 ultimate cartoonists. First up, we have Shijo Toma, and Shijo created by the guy in the fedora. Who doesn't love a good fedora? Tip that hat, because it's the ultimate cartoonist. Shijo loves sour foods, drawing, jazz music, dancing, sour foods, again, cartoons, anime, video games, rules and regulations, his mom's chili. He likes it all. He likes sour foods so much that it's on there twice. And dislikes spicy foods, bullies, showers, raisins. There's like a debate against raisins. I don't love raisins, but I like craisins. You can add me on that one, because that might be an unpopular opinion. Dubstep and very loud sounds, but teaming up with this ultimate cartoonist is our other ultimate cartoonist, Rion, Yorokobi, and Rion, created by Bon, or Tiger Fairy, is another ultimate cartoonist, likes justice, drawn, and the olden cartoons, like the Bendy style, or the Bendy and the Ink Machine. Dislikes dresses and injustice, but will they get justice today? Animation Domination is not alone in the OC action. We also have the... If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? The Spook Stoppers! Because I probably can't use Ghostbusters. I can't do that one. That's not a thing I can do. We have Michi, Akahoshi, and let me tell you, Michi, lovely hand-drawn, 2 eyes. What is that? Heterochromia? Is that the 2-eyed kind of disorder? I wouldn't even call it a disorder. I wouldn't even call it an affliction. I think it's dope. Created by the Super like a high school level sleep. The ultimate paranormal investigator. Likes tuna. Likes music. Dislikes pain. Who likes pain? Masochist. And loud noises. But also, we have the returning from all the way back in November, Su Oba. That's right, the first ever OC episode, making a grand return, Su Oba. Created by Emo Rat 050. The ultimate ghost hunter. Spooky stories is her claim to fame. Dislikes people who call her with ghosts, people who call her work with ghosts stupid and fake. a part of a future project. What is it? We don't know. It's the future now, so hopefully it doesn't exist and they just didn't tell me. Sue is here. And lastly, Jokers and Aces. Carleone Cadman is our Joker here today, created by Alicorn Panda, the ultimate Joker / comedian. Likes pranks, telling jokes, and having fun. And dislikes people with no sense of humor. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh every once in a while. But will this man be laughing? Not if he's lost a match. It's Umbris Ludenberg, created by Mario Falls, the ultimate poker player. This is not the only quote-unquote Ludenberg that we have here today. Likes gambling card shuffling techniques, and dislikes murderers and people who don't act their age. And Sayaka, I vibe with this man's. I'm picking him. He's my winner. He's my winner right here, right now. No second guessing. No questions about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. But that's everyone. That's a lot, so tell me. As I minimize that, who do you think is getting first? Gold, silver, and bronze. Who's moving to that glorious tag team finale with our brand new tag team champions, if you didn't see last week? As I take my sip of this, I say make those picks known in the comments, because you can make a fantastic comment. A comment that legitimately makes me lamau, like this one. And this one from last Thursday. But I'm gonna make my picks right now. I'm not gonna stray from it. Umbris Ludenberg as my pick for first. That's my gold medalist. Also, tell me, who do you think would do the best in a basketball event? I'm gonna go Yuta for second. And Hajime for third. Yeah, that's my three. Those are my three. So hopefully yours do well. Who do I have? Umbris, Yuta. I like Yuta a lot, I don't know why. Yuta's really just grown on me. And Hajime. But, you know what it's time for? It's time for our handy dandy dice roll. Let me scroll up first, because we need to see that beautiful re-simulate button. We're gonna hit it a certain number of times. I don't know. That's the first time I've legitimately dropped the die. That didn't happen. In fact, that's not getting cut out. What am I talking about? Man, if you thought that I could catch a die, you were wrong, but I sure can roll one, and we are re-simulating four times. That's right, not just one time. Not just 2 times. And not just 3 times. But for the 36 in attendance. And for the hundreds watching at home, we are re-simulating 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 5. No, I'm still habit, force of habit. How did 5 times start? How did 5 times become our go-to for the spiciest of RNG? Was it just something that I was like, ah yes, 5 times for the spiciest of all RNG, and it just stuck? That's how most things that I do happen. Let's go on. Let's see what happens. As we proceed, there are tributes, and they're standing on their podiums. On this basketball event, the horns they doth sound. So if you could please, if you would please, if you should please, sound the horns! Oh, that's a beautiful. Oh, those are the horns. Iris and Kokichi fight for her back. Iris gives up and retreats. Monokuma takes the spear from inside of the cornucopia. Toko decides to show off, so she bought every gold medal that she that she brought on eBay. Rion ends up going blind from the reflected light. You've blinded this ultimate cartoonist. How dare you? Michi finds a shopping cart inside the cornucopia. Kizakura runs away from the cornucopia. I buy that. Nakamura runs into the cornucopia and hides. Celeste is. She finds a teleporter. Unfortunately, it's broken. Good, because there's teleporters in there, and you can get teleported somewhere that might not be so great. Gundam wishes Zero the Third good luck and smiles as they wave off. That's pleasant. Boss runs away from the cornucopia. Gonta and Shijo engage in a friendly knife fight. That's very friendly between the two of you. Umbris finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Jin runs away from the cornucopia, as does Togami, as does Now, but Mishima stabs my pick for third place, Hajime, in the back. I swear if my first 3 picks are like the first 3 people gone, I will... Let's keep going. Sue finds a frying pan inside the cornucopia. Kurokuma receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Please don't stab it into the back of anyone else who I picked, please. Kyoko runs away from the cornucopia. Shuichi and Carleon become friends immediately. Makoto runs away. Mikan finds a bow and arrow and some quiver, and a quiver. That's my band-aid. That's my band-aid. Never forget him. Even though I was like, you guys don't need me anymore. You don't need me. I gotta move on. I'm still secretly rooting for you guys. Yuta and Juzo fight over a bag. Juzo gives up and retreats. Lysithea runs away from the cornucopia. Pennyworth proposes to Ibuki. Ibuki accepts and they run away from the cornucopia together. Okay, Cell can't remember who they are. Felix tries to help him, and Taichi knows that Yasuke will betray him, so he kills him before it'll ever happen. He's robbed of making it past the bloodbath, just like he's been robbed of a win. Sure, Yasuke, get out of here. We got beef. I don't know why we have beef, Yasuke, but we've got beef. We'll proceed to day 1. Jin, Mishima, and Ibuki were crushed by a Dynamax Magikarp using Splash. Well, at least the move finally did something. Pennyworth, Nekomaru, Felix, and Gonta are part of a synchronized swimming team. Their performance was spectacular. Taichi screams for minutes on end, trying to continue to expel that chaos from his body, but there's still some lingering, and he's somehow, some way, he still goes Super Saiyan. Umbris is safe, but for how long? Umbris is safe for this round. How? Nobody knows. I don't know. During a marathon, Gundam decides to hitch a ride from someone, and he manages to get away. Of course I'm gonna let Gundam get away. I'm not gonna disqualify my boy for that one. Yuta talks to a tree. Kokichi sees him from afar and laughs. That seems like Kokichi, just laughing at people from afar. Kyoko searches for a water source. Makoto receives a shotgun from a sponsor, but Togami rushes in, and he's like, yoink. Michi constructs a shack. Now chases Monokuma around with a mace. Celeste checks her watch. Y'all know what time it is? It's boss time! It's boss time. That's very fitting. I'm sorry, I looked down. And boss is checking her watch too. Apparently boss time and high noon equate to the same time period. Juzo tends to Shuichi's wounds. Kurokuma picks flowers to pay respects to a fallen friend. Boss checks her watch. It's definitely high noon. Lysithea receives hot cocoa from an unknown sponsor. Shijo, Iris, Sue, and Mikan are a part of a synchronized swimming team. Their performance was horrible. Y'all do better. Is that the first terrible performance we've seen? Y'all are trash. Carleon accidentally runs into a tree. What a joker. What a Shamil. Kizakura picks flowers to pay respects to a fallen friend. Rion says to So, you matter, don't worry. And Toko gives Zero the Third a rose. We will proceed. We lost 5. 5 gone. Almost a sixth of the competition, but not quite. Which means, after this Claire de Lune, 4. Hajime. Yasuke. Jin. Mishima. Ibuki. We'll take a peek at everybody's statuses and see that Band-Aid is half gone, the Big Buff family's still completely in, Animaleer still has Iris with those Animaleers on, Kizakura remains, the Togami Corporation still completely in, so is Fight Club, Expert Deductions, the Ultra Despair Boys, Literary Arts. But as we go downward, we see Yasuke is gone, but Kurokuma remains, Makoto is still in, Gundam and Lysithea holding strong. Boss Time trying to make Boss Time this time. The Rats are still in, the Murderous Mascots. In fact, everyone else is still in. We've only lost 5 people, so only 5 teams lost 1 person. We didn't need to do all of that. You guys can read. I hope. But if you can't, then we'll still proceed with the action. Shall we? I think we shall. Because the start of night 1, Sue ties Yuta to a tree, leaving him there for the night. Felix starts talking about what he will do once he... Oh no, gosh darn it, all these death flags this week. Felix starts... First of all, also, if you haven't checked out Danganronpa V4 Rocky Restarts, Chapter 1 Daily Life, it's pretty good. It's on my channel, it's on the creator's channel. Go play it for yourself, whatever you gotta do, it's very good. Major death flags, though. Toko receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Makoto finds a stereo and presses play, plays some sick beats. Juzo kisses Shijo underneath the mistletoe. Yes, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Michi and Zero the Third huddle for warmth. Togami and Monokuma fight ambitiously at the top of a tower. Gundam suddenly walks up to the base of the tower, using dynamite to blow it up. Unexpectedly, the tower falls down towards Gundam, not only smashing him, but sending Togami and Monokuma tumbling to their demise. Alright, Gundam, it's a shame. I didn't pick you because I had a bad feeling about you, Gundam, and there you go. There you are gone. Iris has a fever dream while sleeping. She wakes up to Now standing over her, warning her about Mukuro, the 16 student, lying somewhere. That's a freaking event. Lysithea tells Carleon to be honest with his feelings for Umbris, his tag team partner. Taichi and Boss promise to keep each other safe through the night. Pennyworth tells Mikan to be honest with her feelings towards Rion. Shuichi and Gonto promise to keep each other safe through the night. A lot of promises and telling. That's a big flip-flop there, actually. A lot of promises and people telling people to be honest with their feelings. Celeste tried to set down a trap, unfortunately ends up trapping herself. Kizakura drinks hot sauce straight from the bottle, so it's very confused, as you should be. Kurokuma sees a fire but stays hidden. Nekomaru tosses a shot put ball that almost hits Kyoko in the head, and Kokichi cries himself to sleep as we proceed to day 2. Felix starts this as, I was gonna say starts it off bloody, but it's Kurokuma, so oily or mechanically? As he stabs Kurokuma in the back with a trident. Rest in peace, the robbed winners have been robbed again! Rion searches for a water source. Kokichi forces Now to kill either Iris or Boss. She decides to kill Iris. I'm sure if that were actually Boss and Boss were just there, she'd be like, Save Iris. What a hero, Boss, what a hero. Pennyworth stabs Zero the Third with a skewer, then hides the weapon and some meat on the bone. Rest in peace to Zero the Third. In fact, rest in peace to their team, they're gone too. Lysithea tries to sneak attack Juzo, but Jujo catches on and runs away, and Toko has been picking a lot of flowers, paying a lot of respects. Major respect. Press F to pay respects. Sue spends the entire day dyeing her hair silver. When she dives into the pool, she notices that her hair is now green. Oh no. What kind of terrible hair dye did you use? Shuichi uses fake wrestling against Kizakura and ends up getting banned from the games permanently. Get out of here, Shuichi. You're banned permanently. Until I change my mind and put you in another game. Mikan sings a song about how she's stronger than Celeste as they fight. Michi and Umbris return to the Olympic Village so they can rest. Gonta finds an Etch-a-Sketch somehow after a few hours. He creates a masterpiece. That's patience. He probably drew a beautiful, intricate butterfly. Carleon rigs a basketball with an explosive. How fitting for the day. The explosive ends up killing Taichi. And so, Yuta tries to sneak attack Kyoko, but Kyoko catches on and runs away. Makoto puts thumbtacks in Nekomaru's shoes. Nekomaru bleeds to death after putting on those shoes. Ugh. Stepping on thumbtacks actually kind of makes me cringe now I'm physically thinking about it. I always read that event, but I never think about it, and that hurts. As Shijo splits himself in half while attempting the splits. Rest in peace to Shijo, but we lost. Okay. We lost probably more than I think, because Stand Tall Galactic Hero, an arena event. A suspicious individual in a robot costume has been spotted in the arena, now lays on the floor pretending to be dead. Celeste is hit with a small Justice Hammer. Classic. Kyoko, disguised as Robot Justice, brutalizes Gonta with a Justice Hammer. Carleon teams up with Sue only to get smashed by Robot Justice. Juzo lays there on the floor pretending to be dead. Toko is passed out in a locker. Iris lays on the floor pretending to be dead. Kizakura, Yuta, Makoto discover Rion's dead body. Ding dong. Bing bong. Mikan, disguised as Robot Justice, brutalized Kokichi with a Justice Hammer. Jeez Louise. Lysithea is hit with a large Justice Hammer and dies. Jeez Louise. Michi is hit with a small Justice Hammer, lives. Umbris teams up with Felix only to get hit and smashed to bits and pieces by Robot Justice with a hammer. And Pennyworth lays on the floor pretending to be dead. We lost a ton now. 19! 19! Oh no! How many did we lose on day 1? Was it 5? Oh gosh. Well, first of all, can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Togami. Monokuma. Gundam. Kurakuma. Boss. Zero the Third. Shuichi. Taichi. So. Nekamaru. Shijo. Gonta. Carleone. Su. Rion. Kokiji. Lysithia. Umbris. Felix. If we say everybody's statuses, I think we have 19. I think the first day was 5, so we should have 12 people left. Control F alive. 12, yes, we have 12 left. And they are Mikan, Iris, Kizakura, Pennyworth, Juzo, Kyoko, Yuta, the entirety of Literary Arts, Makoto, Celeste, and Michi. Jeez. The OCs got thrashed this time. A lot of teams got thrashed this time, but we can't focus on that. We still have 12 to go. We still have 2 more until your saving grace picks, so let's go ahead. 2 more gone, and it'll be saving grace picks time. Are you ready? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to proceed? Because I am too. Let's do it. At the start of Night 2, Pennyworth kisses Iris, leaving the latter stunned. Pennyworth, didn't you just marry Ibuki? I'm telling, I'm ratting you out, boy. I'm ratting you out. You thought it was me, Michi, but it was, you thought it was Michi, but it was me, Dio. Toko questions her sanity. Me too, Toko. Yuta and Makoto try and pull apart at kissing Juzo and Kizakura away from each other. They succeed. Mikan's awoken by nightmares. Celeste has a fever dream. While she's sleeping, she wakes up to Kyoko standing over her. But Kyoko's down here, with now telling her that she loves her, and Kyoko replying, if only there were someone out there who loved you. Mishima does. He's not here anymore, but he still does. Oh gosh, she actually might go crazy mode again. We'll proceed to the feast. Could we get bonus points? It's looking like no at the very start because the cornucopia is replenished with food supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families as Mikan. Now and Makoto confront each other and grab what they want slowly to avoid conflict. Yuta bashes Juzo's head in with a mace. Iris decides not to go to the feast. Oh, wait a minute, there are some bonus points. Michi is unable to convince Toko not to kill him. Rest in peace to Michi. Pennyworth bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Kizakura and Celeste both nail every single shot in an impromptu 3-point contest in this basketball event. The judges are amazed and award the both of them 15 big bonus points. So it's like if they would have finished second, which is nuts. That's 15 for DR3 and 15 for Danganronpa 1 thanks to Celeste and thanks to Kizakura. As Kyoko is one of the only people here who decided not to go to the feast. The only other person was like Iris. So Iris was like, no, I'm not hungry. Kyoko was like, no, that's dumb. Let's proceed. We are definitely at your saving grace picks, but we have day 3 to get through first. As Mikan receives pancakes from an unknown sponsor. Yuta mocks Celeste and Toko for participating in events that involve horses. Makoto, Kyoko, and Nao come up with a complicated escape plan. Iris builds a wall surrounding herself. Actually, nobody died this day as Kizakura enjoys the warmer weather. We lost 3 though. Which means after these 3, it'll be time. You guys know what it'll be time for. But first, we gotta get a Claire de Lune 4. Juzo. Michi. Pennyworth. Let's see everybody's status. We're at your final 9. You know what that means. I know what that means. You guys know what it means too. We don't need to dilly-dally or question what that means. The dictionary definition says that when there are 10 or less people left in competition, it is indeed time for your... yes, saving grace picks. We still have Mikan, a part of Band-Aid. Animal Ears still has Iris. Kizakura remains for the Perfect Professors. As we go on, Expert Deduction still have Kyoko. The Ultra Despair Boys has Yuta. Toko and Nao both remain for Literary Arts, trying to technically get you guys a fan vote. A New Hope still has Makoto Naegi. Boss Time still has Celeste. And of course, that's it. Nobody else is left. Huh. Let me know. Gold, silver, bronze? Someone's got to, well, more than one person could win. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen finally in seasonal play this season, but who do you got? I'll pick my gold, silver, and bronze. You guys pick yours too. I picked Yuta for silver, so I'm going to keep him at silver. Give me Kyoko for bronze. And I don't want to jinx Celeste, but give me Celeste for gold. I'm just hoping she was infused with the power that is Boss Time when she checked her watch. And she's about to come up clutch and get her first win. That's my only hope. That's all I'm hoping for. Have you made yours? Have you made your saving grace pick? In the comments. Go into the comments, liking your comment, editing your comment, commenting on your comment, doing what you gotta do to make it known, because I've made mine known. You probably made yours known. You know the drill. So it's just time to not dilly-dally. It's time to continue, because Mikan, Iris, Kizakura, Kyoko, Yuta, Toko, now, Makoto, and Celeste are all standing strong, hearts beating in sync at the pace of a samurai woman. 9 left. Who will it be? Let's find out, let's proceed, and let's see what else transpires. At the start of Night 3, Kyoko looks for all of the hidden Monokumas. Yuta and Mikan promise to keep each other safe through the night. Kizakura stays awake all night. Toko receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Iris begs for Celeste not to kill her. She refuses and still murders Iris. Jeez Louise, rest in peace to Iris. Avi, the ultimate jinx, comments on how well Makoto's doing. I was gonna say this lucky boy's been doing super well. Now walks up to Makoto and says, "That's rough, buddy." If that ain't the truest event that there's ever been, we'll proceed to day 4. Mikan and Yuta go fishing together. Makoto falls asleep in a meadow of flowers. Kyoko catches the despair disease and starts posing dramatically. Kizakura finds a teleporter. It teleports them to the Love Hotel where Toko and Celeste are currently, awkward. As Now investigates the school grounds, we've only lost 1, right? No, we go. Why have you? Okay. Above the horizon, a structure can be seen. A shack, a shed, no. A home, a house. Corey's house can be seen above the arena. Furniture begins to rain down on the tributes. Kyoko gracefully dodges all incoming furniture, so does Kyoko and Toko both do that. Yuta is killed by a falling stereo system, which is ironically blasting Corey's theme. It's a party every week, baby, just not for Yuta. Mikan shoves Now in front of a falling bed, killing her. Kizakura and Celeste gracefully dodge all incoming furniture and crashing through the window. Okay, well maybe that last Jinx event that happened was completely accurate, because crashing through the window comes a gold leaf katana, which upon falling slices Makoto's neck. We've now lost not just 1. That was also my Jinx saying we lost just 1 in an arena event. That's happened twice today. We lost 5. 5 gone. Which means I think we're at your, final 4? What a terrible... It was just Iris at first, but then, in fact, a terrible turnabout happened for... Iris. Yuta. Mikan. Now. Makoto. Now we can see everybody's statuses. It is a final 4 between Kizakura, Kyoko, Toko, and Celeste. Expert Deductions has never gotten to win together. The Perfect Professors I don't think have ever gotten to win together. Literary Arts got their first one together this season, so them winning could get you guys a fan vote. And of course, Boss Time has never won together, and Celeste has never won. Neither is Kizakura? No, alright. So that's your final 4. Everyone's got a stake in this one. They do. Everyone's fighting for something. Nobody's fighting for nothing. But most importantly, everyone is fighting for their lives. as Kizakura, Kyoko, Toko, and Celeste are caught in a crisis of fate. This, I still need to technically point out, we still got points on the line, and Danganronpa 1 can make another sweep! Kyoko, Toko, and Celeste could sweep for Danganronpa 1 again! Kizakura's there, but he's already got 15 points, so does Celeste, so whatever Celeste, even if Celeste gets out next, she's gotten 15 points. Which is really like, no matter what happens, it'll almost feel like Danganronpa 1 is sweeped. They're about to get a whole bunch of points. They're about to get a ton of points. They might catch up to they're at 160 right now. They're gonna get some points. That's all I can say. I don't know how many points they're gonna get. The only way to find out how many points is if we proceed. Kizakura, Kyoko, Celeste, and Toko find themselves on night 4. As Toko puts on a pair of radical shades, she is so cool! Kizakura screams for help. Kyoko finds mistletoe and takes it down. Kyoko, you have my blessing. Thank you very much. And Celeste receives clean water from the unknown sponsor. We'll proceed now to day 5. Kyoko is boxing against her rival Toko. The fight ends with Toko punching her opponent to death. Okay, well, I gave Kyoko my blessing, and then it probably jinxed her, because that's how it works. Alright, Kizakura starts to go insane, and Celeste discovers a cave. So first of all, the 2 people who got bonus points this episode, which is rare for the simulator, are both in the top 3, so they're gonna earn even more points, which is nuts. We'll proceed once again, because we got 1 Claire de Lune. Unfortunately, expert deductions came a long way this time, but it was still a terrible, terrible turnabout. 4. Kyoko. Which means, as we see everybody's statuses, it's Toko for the fan vote, Kizakura for the perfect professors, and of course Celeste for her first win. I don't know who it's gonna be, but it's likely that we will not get past day 6, knowing the simulator. So I'm not gonna ask you guys yet. I don't know. Usually it'll be like 1 person gets gone tomorrow and then 2 people get gone, but who knows? Who knows what will happen? But I can say that these 3 are still caught in a crisis of fate. Kizakura, Toko, Celeste. My heart's racing. They all have points. Kizakura and Celeste have a bunch of points, but we have to proceed to see how many points each team will end up with as we go on and see that Toko stays up all night trying to help Celeste with her problems. Kizakura is unable to start a fire in 2 without warmth, which means we will most likely get back to that screen, the following tribute screen, which means we'll proceed one more time as Kizakura is caught doping and is kicked. This is... Gosh darn it. Here we go. Kizakura is caught doping and is kicked out of the games. Toko launches a golf ball in the air. The ball falls into Celeste's throat, choking her to death. Celeste, you were so dang close. You were so dang close. I can't even be mad at you though, I can't, because as we proceed, we'll see. We lost 2. Those 2 are the 2 who ironically got bonus points this episode, so both of their point totals will be shifted up by 15, but man, what a terrible turnabout. 4. Kizakura. Celeste. It's probably my fault for sleeping on Toko, because let's be honest, she's been a nut in a lot of these games recently. She's had moments in a lot of these games recently, and this time around, your winner. Getting you guys a tag team fan vote from Literary Arts. Toko takes the big win. Alright, Toko. I can't even be mad. There was a whole bunch of hope at the end, and you were just like, no, I want this win. But you know what? That's a fan vote. And I'll be frank. We'll proceed. Y'all better vote in Celeste. Y'all better vote in Celeste. She deserved it this time around. I personally feel robbed for Celeste, but it's okay. I feel robbed for Kizakura, I feel robbed for Kyoko, I feel robbed for really all of the... Well, you know what? Their team was in until the top 5, so I can't even really be mad at them. They performed well, they earned it. They're basketball gold medalist. Celeste in second, Kizakura in third, Kyoko in fourth, Makoto in fifth, Now in sixth, Mikon in seventh, Yuta in eighth, Iris in ninth, and Pennyworth rounding off your top 10. Not a bad top 10 if I'm being completely honest. No OCs in the top 10 this time. Yikes, but maybe we'll get them tomorrow. You know the OCs. This is tag team action though. This is usually where they shine. Oof. There's everybody else going down. It all started with Hajime getting out, Toko rounding it out for first place, Danganronpa 1 coming out on top. Good on them. And they did not take first place, so they are real close. We'll check that in a second as we proceed. Start with the bloodbath. Mishima took out Hajime, and it ended with his protege Now's tag team partner winning it all for them, Literary Arts, as she hits that golf ball right down Celeste's throat, choking her to death. You should have kept your mouth closed, Celeste. You should have kept it closed. We'll proceed. 2 arena events today as well, which is nuts. So what do we got? Toko with 3. Carly on the OC with 2, so does Mikon. Everyone else had 1 or less. I feel bad for Celeste, I really do. She'll get one eventually. Boss Time gets the silver medal though. And of course, the Perfect Professors take the bronze medal. We'll go back to the Reaping, I guess, yeah? Yeah, we can go back to the Reaping. That's everyone who's here today. First of all, you guys get another fan vote, which is nice for the tag teams, because there could have been no fan votes for the tag teams, but 2 teams have done you guys a solid. Really because of the tie, but 2 teams have done you guys a solid. Although one could say, hey, we just moved the tie over to here and just put the Literary Arts over here. We're not doing that. That's cheap. That's literally robbing you guys of a fan vote. We're not doing that. But as we go over to the scoreboard, things have gotten a little closer. Not for most people, but it's gotten a little closer for everyone really, except for Ultra Despair Girls. They need to come up on top, but also someone made a comment last time and I was like, you know what, that is entirely true. As you look at this, Danganronpa 1 has jumped from 160 because they earned 55 points this time because of the top 2 people, Celeste and Toko. Celeste actually earning more points than Toko this episode. Because of her 15 bonus points, she clocked in at 30 and Toko clocked in at 25, so they jumped to 215. Danganronpa 2 got no points, so they're at 155. V3 also got none, so they're 175. Ironically enough, Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls is sitting there at 135, which is still pretty impressive considering that they have not won a game. Danganronpa 3 is at 170 because of Kizakura and his 25 points, not just 10 for third place, but 15 because of that arena event. Not the arena event, the bonus points from the feast. So they're now at 170, OC's got none, so they're still in first place at 225, but Danganronpa 1 has closed the gap, which is nuts. Danganronpa 1 is an enigma of a team, because really they were on another dry streak. The last 3 episodes they got nothing, but then they jump right up to 215. When they show up, they show off. That's all that I can say about Danganronpa 1. Good on them. But the OCs are still in first. Will that remain after tomorrow? Who knows, but congratulations to Toko. You guys get a fan vote for the tag team, so that's your second one. So that'll be cool. I'm fine with that. Who's not fine with a fan vote? Thanks to Toko. She deserves it if we're being completely honest. She's had a lot of moments recently. RNG is really... They might win the tag. They might be my picks. RNG has shown Toko a lot of, not even love, but a lot of good RNG this season. So I think Toko and Now, if I don't have like Band-Aid and Boss Time in the tag team finale, they might be my picks, Literary Arts. I got my eye on them. I always like them as a team. I like them. But that's that. I can close that up. And I can take a deep breath. I can take a swig of this beverage. And I can say to you, thank you once again for watching. Year of the Horizon. Toonly, Dave, this game was nuts, by the way. 2 arena events. We don't get that often. And they were what? with like the chunks, there were 3 chunks where big things happened. Arena event, the feast, and then the last chunk there was another arena event. Which, both of the arena events caught me off guard. Even the feast kind of caught me off guard, but I was like, it could be the feast, who knows. Stay classy, Year of the Horizon, Toodaloo, Flight Crew, until tomorrow. Stay classy, passengers, and thanks for watching.